am just a little surprised that we're being exposed to so much in the environment, because we do take, I think like we take great pains to make sure we're not exposed to things, and we're pretty aware of things that we should and should not be exposed to, and we're still being exposed to things. So what are people like that are not aware of these things being exposed to that they don't know? I guess like just the overall ambient exposure to these chemicals is kind of shocking, that our children especially are being exposed to this stuff. How do we know where they're being exposed to this stuff? We try to get away from like using pans with, the Teflon, that's terrible. We try to get away from buying products that have all this junk in it, but there are only so many choices out there. And it's just alarming to think that all of the stuff that we're doing, that we're being exposed to these chemicals, unknowingly, and we don't know how to stop it. That's the thing that really worries me, is that there are people that are being exposed more at home. We've had people come to us and ask us for noise monitoring and for air monitoring around their home because they are being exposed more now than they were before, because they're home more. Because pre-COVID-19, they were going to school, they were going to work, they were going on vacation, they were out and about going to the grocery store, and they weren't in their house in the place that was harming them. Maybe that's why so many people in Southwestern PA are getting sick from fracking, because there already is like an ambient exposure of all these chemicals from all these different sources. And now on top of it, you have an additional exposure. Maybe that's why people are getting so sick. And that just, to me, seems like more of an argument to not frack when we already are exposed to so much. Normally we'd be having public meetings. We'd be, going to the DEP to get files. We cannot go to the DEP to get files. And it's been like pulling teeth to get them to talk to us, to, acknowledge our file request. And, I'm sure that they're, inundated. They've been understaffed for years, but at some point you just have to feel like, what do we have to do to get the documents that we have requested back in March, in February? But they're permitting at an alarming rate, yet the public has no access to that information. And that to me is unacceptable.